Girlfriend cheated on me late. My girlfriend cheated on me lately. It's been hard to handle. She keeps apologizing, say she want to try again. I don't know what to do. Casper, I'm sorry to hear that, dog. Um, I have a video on that on my Win From Within streams already. It's literally called Advice for Getting Cheated On. But I'm gonna tell you now since we're here. Um, I'm a big believer in I don't tell people what to do, but I'm gonna keep it real with you because that's what I do. Okay. If you have a girl that cheats on you, that thing could run deep because there's so many ways we can go. Does she cheat on you because she's dissatisfied with you? Does she cheat on you because she likes somebody else more than you? Does she cheat on you because she's empty inside and just wants someone else to fill her up? Those are three things right there that are, it's not your fault. I can tell even by you asking that question that you have a big heart and you're a forgiving man. But I'm going to be honest with you, Cass. A lot of times people are not sorry. They're just sorry that they got caught. They're sorry that they feel guilty. And they're trying to cleanse their spirit. They're trying to clear their consciousness. Okay? And so the big difference you got to understand, and this is something you can't know because you're not her, is why are you apologizing? No one forced you to open your legs to that man or woman, right? No one forced you to open up that relationship. So what caused that? You got to understand, the physical act is the last act. You got to understand, especially with women, it's emotional first. It's mental first and then it's emotional. So what caused that part? And so I'll be honest with you, champ. This is just me. I wouldn't do it again because her internal state of emotional, her foundation is unstable. Right? And you can forgive her. And you should forgive her. And you can still be with her. It's your life. You make your decision. But you're going to have to deal with that. Because now it's this. Now it's this. Is she going to do it again? She said sorry, but is she really sorry? Right? Is she really sorry? Or is she sorry that she feels guilty? Right? But you got to deal with that now. And this is what I tell people when it comes to relationships. If you didn't put her before the Most High and say, did this girl come from you? And if she ain't from you, just get rid of her. That's what I say. If this girl is not from you, get rid of her. This guy's not from you, get rid of him. Because the heart is too sensitive to play with. The pain is too much to deal with. Right? If it was me, Cass, I'm just going to give it to you straight. It's your life. You do what you want to do. If the relationship's already done. It's already done. You just don't know it yet. And she might just be looking for a new replacement and ain't found it yet. And she's out there trying. You got to have someone that's locked in. Period. If it was me, I love you. I'm sorry that you did that. But you gotta let it go. That's just me. Not because she cheated. It's not about the cheating. It's about you was dealing with this and didn't let me know. So you gotta see, this is what you gotta talk about. The deceit for you to have these interactions with this person. And now you just telling me. So now you got a history of being a liar and deceitful, which led to the final act of you busting it open for somebody else. You feel what I'm saying? And the thing is this, when you love somebody hard, you don't want to quit. You don't want to give up. And that's how it's supposed to be. That's why I didn't tell you, hey, you do you. But my question to you, Cass, is does she love you like you love her? So you got to get equally yoked. I know you love her so much. So he says, I love her so much, and I know it's best for me to leave her alone, but it's so hard. It is hard, Cass, because you got a soul tie. You got a soul tie with her, and you love her more than she loves you. And those are the hardest relationships to deal with. Mm-hmm. He says, I asked God to make it clear when my accident showed me everything. Yeah. Facts. Loyalty also runs deep. If she has commitment, if the commitment was there, she would never have done that. Yeah, it's a fact. And see, there's a lot of people going through things. And guys, this is where the prayers and the meditations and all this come in, because the truth is, guys, a lot of people make idols out of their relationships. A lot of people are turning their girlfriends and boyfriends, husband, wives, children's, jobs, money, whatever, into idols. And when they fail you because they're people, it's not only does it hurt, it's gonna hurt, but it breaks you. If it breaks you, it's an idol. If it hurts you, you're just human. I've been there, right? And so, Cass, I would tell you, you got a lot of deep praying to do, because you need peace. Right now, you don't have peace. That's why you can't let her go. You can't let her go, Cass, because you don't know your own. Number one, you don't know your own self-worth. You don't have no clarity on the situation. So you need to get clarity from the Most High, not from her, because you got to understand, she's already a liar, bro. And I can tell you just from what you told me. And I hate to say that. Okay? So you can't even trust what she got to say anymore. It's over. You need clarity from the Most High, but you also need healing now. So when you're hurt and you love hard, you're just going to want to hope. And that's fine. You know, no matter if you decide to stay with her, I ain't mad at you. But if she did stay, she would have to have a 180 repentant life. A 180, and it has nothing to do with you. Like, her whole character would have to be a completely different person. And did she do that overnight? She didn't. She didn't. But yeah, bro, that's what I have for that. You know, I would say, bro, you just gotta lock in on the prayers, lock in on the healing, lock in on the meditations, bro. And it's gonna take some time to heal from that. I'm sorry you went through that. And you know, moving forward, like I said, you know, you just gotta give it. You just gotta give it to the Most High and let Him, you know, start really cleansing and clearing things out, because there's a lot of things going on, you know, and we can't catch it all, right? So thanks for sharing that, brother. I'm sorry you went through that. And you know, I think the last thing I would say is, you love people who love you the way you love them. Okay, I don't know if I could say that any better. Love who loves you like you love them. Okay? A lot of dudes, and I'm not saying this is you, and a lot of girls, y'all want to love somebody because they look good. Thanks for the gift, P. Y'all want to love somebody because of flesh. And that's okay. We got eyes. But you gotta love somebody that loves you like they love you. Like you love them. And if you love someone more than they love you, they gonna treat you different than you treat them. That's why you'll hear people say, I never would have treated you like that. That's because you love them more than they love you. You gotta get equally yoked. Okay? And that's what's gonna balance that out. If you get yourself a woman that is crazy about you, you're not gonna have to worry about that. Okay? Get yourself a woman or a man that's crazy about you in a positive way, not no psycho, because you know that can go another direction. We don't want no psychos, but someone that loves you in a healthy way, that's about you like you're about them. You're going to have issues, but at least you're not going to be dealing with, you know, infidelities and all that other stuff. All right. So, hey, people go through things. People have been cheated on and have forgiven through it. I've been there. I've been through it. I've been cheated on and I forgave through it. But the relationships always end. Might not end that day, but eventually they end because the damage was dealt. And typically their character is not where it needs to be to sustain a relationship in the first place. Because if it was, it would have never happened in the first place. Right. So I'll leave that there. Jinx says, if you ask God, he will show you. God, please let me know if she is the right for me. That's exactly right. First thing I pray for getting in a relationship. That's true. And Jinx, I mean no disrespect to you, and that's 100% facts. Even still, you got to be careful, especially as a woman, because you got to understand that you're 100% right, but men are tricksters and deceivers. And so just be careful. You're praying the right prayer, but you got to be careful. That's all I'm going to say. Keep bringing God into that and keep letting him. If that man is leading with the same energy as you, that's how you. Okay, cool. You're praying the right energy, but he as a man, he's, especially when it comes to God, he's the head. Okay, so I've seen a lot of women tell me I've prayed that prayer and they got tricked out. He done did some weird 180 and he started one way and ended up another way. So keep that prayer strong, keep your energy safe, keep your spirit safe, and keep your heart safe, because you got to understand the Bible says this: protect your heart and guard it above all things. You got to understand that, champs. You know what I always pray for? I say, this is what I do. Just wait for the test to come. Wait for a hard time to come, and that will show you right there. Thank you. I will get my prayers in. Hold on. Thank you. I will get my prayers in and see where it leads me. Amen. Yeah, champ. Hey, take it one day at a time, champ. Take it one day at a time. My ex told me one day that he had feelings for a girl while still with me, and I stayed anyway whole time. And I stayed anyway for a whole other year. I knew we wasn't committed, and it ended because I was insecure. Forever after that. Yeah, guys, relationships are hard. Okay? You know, relationships are hard. People have eyes. They can see. And it isn't just you. The problem is, Jinx, I don't even know why he would tell you that. Right? That's just immaturity on his part. But that's where I say again, no one is perfect. Everyone can say something about every relationship that they're in. At the end of the day, it's about knowing yourself. It's about knowing what you stand for, right? And seeing if you two can walk together in agreement in that. Because what works for you may not work for the next person, right? And so you're not trying to be the next person. You're just trying to, okay, this is what works for me. And you stayed there because you liked him, right? But maybe, you know, he liked her more. At the end of the day, it is what it is. But especially when you're young, in this day and age, it's really hard to really find solid people in their character. All this boils down to character. Okay? All this comes down to character at the end of the day. Love is deeper than what's on the outside. Find someone who saw his depth and loves you for you. Exactly. How did you know your wife was the one? My spirit actually told me. It was a long time. It was a while back. But I just kind of knew in my spirit, you know, that this was like 10 years ago, but I was in church and I was sitting down in the pew, sitting down like this. And I'm just like, I'm just gonna marry this girl. It was just this feeling, right? It was just this. And I told my pastor, you know, and he told me, hey bro, you're young, it's cool, take your time. And that's what I did. You know, I didn't rush nothing. We've gone through our trials, we've gone through our tribulations, you know. Believe that, you know. But with that being said, love endures. And If you're willing to work it out with her and she's willing to work it out with you, that's what makes a relationship work. I tell people all the time, if you go into a relationship saying, if they do this or they do that, your relationship is done, because now you're looking for a robot and you're looking for someone to behave for you. People are people, not your pets or your playthings. So you got to go into a relationship with the mindset of saying, look, people are people. They're going to go through things, and how they go through that is how they're going to go through it. But do you have the capacity to love them through that? Right? Do you have the capacity to love them through that? And I'm going to be real with you. I didn't, but the Most High did. So a lot of the stuff I couldn't deal with, he gave me the strength to love through that. And same with her. Some of the stuff that, you know, she has encountered and experienced with me that she didn't like, that she doesn't like, in my character naturally as a man, the Most High has also given her that same energy and same strength for me. And that's what you need to have. Somebody that's with you. This is the kind of man I am. Ride or die. If you just here until, you know, if you're just here while it's all good, then just get out now. I mean, I would just talk to her like that. I don't play them type of games. You know what I mean? I'm like, just go right now. I was trying to get rid of her. Like, go ahead. Like, because I wasn't going to sit there and open my heart like that. I wasn't going to do that. But she stayed, and I wasn't mistreating her, but I was firm in the belief of, I'm not playing with my heart, and I'm not just giving this thing out to anybody. You know, and that's how you have to move like that. Right? Can't force someone to change. Marriage is about compromise. It's about compromise. It's about compromise. It's about working together. It's about growing together. You have to be intentional, or you could grow apart, right? And that's where divorces happen. So you got to grow together or grow apart, and that's really it. So appreciate you guys for sharing that. All right, Owen, get some rest, champ. All right, guys, I'm gonna run one last matchup. We're gonna shut it down. Thanks everybody for sharing. That's what we're about here, winning from within, and that's why we created this community. So thanks everybody for their input and being supportive. P, thank you for the gifts, because that's what we're about here, supporting each other, helping each other, loving each other, and that's what our community is about. So shout out to y'all for sharing that energy and keeping everybody supported tonight, because, you know, we all need it.